Hello everyone, my name is Brian Geringer again from President CEO of First and Service Staffing Solutions. Happy to be back with you. Hope you're enjoying the videos we're creating. Hoping you're liking them, hoping you're sharing them, hoping you're commenting on them, because there's a lot of this content we're putting out for you, and we hope it's meaningful to you. If there's things you'd like to hear from us, please make sure you share along the way as well. Tonight, a topic I want to talk about, and I think it's very close to my heart, is stop blaming others. I think today we live in a world where it seems very accepting to blame others. And instead of taking responsibility for our own lives and our own actions, it's easier to point fingers. Listen, I've done a lot of good things in my life, and I've done a lot of really stupid things in my life. I will be blatantly honest on this video. But the day I realized I had to be real with myself and stop blaming others for the mistakes I was making, now, that can be painful. That can be very painful, because when things happen, like the other day, I'll give you a perfect story. I was driving down the road. I should have put my Bluetooth in my ear. I was holding my cell phone, and I ended up getting pulled over for a ticket. And my car had to be re-inspected, so I got a ticket for that and a phone. Now, I was frustrated. I was angry. And I was murmuring some things under my breath about the cop, okay? But the reality was, when I thought about it after as an adult, I had to realize that was my fault. When I got in that car, I should know better. I should have put the phone down. I should have put the Bluetooth in. And I should have gotten the car inspected, which I knew it wasn't, but I made the excuses of I've been too busy. In sales, I give a business in some of my sales calls. You know, when volume in some of my companies has been lighter. And sometimes I'm like, you know, why is this happening? Why aren't we doing all the volume we should? Why aren't we as busy as we could? I have to look back in the mirror and realize when I do the work that's required, the success happens. So I want to just encourage you on something today. I want to encourage you to look around all the people around you and observe the ones who are succeeding. Observe the ones who are succeeding and making things happen. And maybe there's some of the media people around you. Maybe there's some people you're watching on Facebook, you're seeing on YouTube, or maybe some people who are a friend of a friend of a friend. But what I've noticed in success-minded, success-oriented people is they do not pass the buck. They do not blame others. Even when it comes to the point when it is someone else's fault. I had an experience. I was talking to someone the other day, someone I know very closely, was having an issue with their child in school and with one of the parents. And it happened to do with their child getting on a bus, and another kid kept on cutting in front of their child and taking the seat. And it was conflict that occurred between the two parties. It was two very passionate moms. And I remember saying to the mother, listen, the mother that I knew very closely, I said, listen, you can blame all you want and be upset. She's not a blamer, but you can blame and get upset all you want, because I know it's your daughter. You're very passionate about her. But the reality is the blaming isn't getting us anywhere. So let's talk about steps we can take to overcome that. And let me go through a couple things right now, just a couple quick points. Number one, let's look at the action. Let's look at the big picture. When something has happened and it's caused you frustration, it's caused you reasons to be angry, it's caused you reasons maybe to want to blame. Let's sit back, slow down for a second, and digest and say, okay, what exactly happened? Why did it happen? What could I have done to avoid that from happening? And what can I do now to improve upon it and help move forward? And what can I do later to make sure that doesn't happen again? And let me be, again, I'll use the word blatantly honest with you again, I'm not saying this is always easy. It's called life that we live in, and life isn't always easy. But you know, if you take a look at something, like again, I will use, for example, the ticket the other day, okay? I got frustrated. I wanted to blame the cop who was just doing his job pulling me over. But when I sat back and I digested the situation, I said, wait 1 second. Who caused the issue? I did. I was driving down the road. I had my phone in my hand. I live in a state that's not legal, which most states it's not legal. And I had to be real with myself. And I could have said, oh man, why did he do this? He just gave me a break. But you know what? He hears those excuses all day long. He hears probably blame all day long. So who was the one I had to look at in the mirror? When I looked at that rearview mirror in the car, I had to blame and look at myself. So that was step number one. I had to just take a minute to digest, think it through, and understand he was just doing his job. Second thing I looked at is, what can I do next time to be smarter so that doesn't happen again? Okay? Well, you know what? Next time, what I need to do is be more mentally prepared. I need to think to myself, wait 1 second. I get into the car, put my seatbelt on, and what do? I put the phone down, and I put the Bluetooth in. And you know what? That being said, I now have to make a paradigm shift in my brain, because I can't change what I did. except probably pay a ticket, okay? Which causes some pain and things in that area, financial pain or different issues and points in your license. You could, but what I can do is make a conscious effort when I get in the car, create a new habit, put phone down. And you know what? Here's another thing I'll say about that too. Maybe not always pick phone up. That's another topic in conversation because sometimes I think we live in a world where everyone feels they need that. But here's what I want to say to you tonight as we end this video. Number one, be honest with yourself. Be real with yourself. And watch the other people around you that you're going to share the stories with, because it is very easy to find a group of people who go, oh my God, the cop is wrong. How could he have done that? That's wrong. He should. I can get around a ton of people like that. But you know what? If I'm around people that are working to be overcomers, and here's what I'll say to you on this. Work to be around people that want to be overcomers to make something happen, not the people in a pity party to blame. Because if I got around them, I would have been mad at him, I would have been mad at the world. But when I said to a good buddy of mine that day, and he laughed at me, he goes, I made the same stupid mistake. You're going to make sure you don't make that stupid mistake again? That was a really good friend because he was honest with me. But guys, just take this time and look at yourself and say, listen, stop blaming others. Stop playing the blame game. Look yourself in the mirror, be real with yourself, be willing to think things through, take a little time, commit, so you don't make those mistakes over and over again. So you can evaluate your situations, and so you can make sure, even in all that, you not only become a good example to yourself, you become an example to others to be able to make sure you move forward in a positive light. Appreciate you joining us again. I hope that was helpful. Please make sure you share. Please make sure you like. Please make sure you comment. We're here to listen. We appreciate you coming on. It means a lot to us. Have a great night. Thank you for watching Valuable Minutes with Brian. If this is your first time being with us, please make sure you follow, like, and share, and feel free to comment as well.